What a difference 7 months makes. The last time we were at Fort Benning was for the ASA Classic in August, and it was as hot and humid as you'd expect Alabama to be in late summer. If you didn't have a sweatshirt every morning of the Elite Archery Pro-Am last weekend, well, then you were complaining to someone about the cold. Fortunately, the sun shined bright on the southern pine forests of Uchee Creek Campground, and the sweatshirts could come off by mid-afternoon. Fort Benning is one of the most interesting venues the ASA visits each year.
Has anybody in this group shot a machine gun? Is it cool?
Competition and practice rounds are accompanied by distant bursts of machine gun fire, Black Hawk helicopters buzzing the treetops, and paratroopers jumping out of C-17s. We have the luxury of shooting our bows at an archery tournament adjacent to the base, thanks to the folks training all around us to protect our freedom. The competition kicked off Thursday with the Zebra Bowstrings team shoot that puts amateurs and pros on mixed teams for an afternoon in the woods. It's a great opportunity for everyone to make new friends within the ASA family and for some lighthearted competition before the serious games begin the next day. If you've never experienced the team shoot, you really ought to give it a go to see why its popularity continues to grow. There was some unbelievable shooting in each of the 4 pro classes during both days of qualification in the woods. The men's and women's pro classes shot the same courses, and Sharon Wallace shot well enough to not only lead her division both days, but she also would have been on the men's leaderboards. Sharon took a cushy 9-point lead into the pro pressure point shoot-down Saturday evening. In Open Pro, Jack Wallace, Dan McCarthy, and Joseph Goza battled hard all the way to the end of their rounds and headed into the shoot-down with McCarthy in the lead at 30 up and the other 2 no more than 4 points behind. Senior pro Tim Gillingham continued his stellar ASA season with a ridiculous score of 39 up for the weekend, armed with a set of 4 30-inch stabilizers extending forward and back of his neon yellow Bowtech. We saw him shoot with 2 30s out front and 2 20s behind in Foley, but ever the tinkerer, the Hammer tried out matching sets of 30s in the week since and found a new recipe for success. The known pro race was an all-out shootout during qualifications. 4 archers, Kyle Douglas, Richard Bowen, Dane Johnson, and Justin Hanna, ended the weekend at 50 up, with Stefan Hansen filling out the board at 48 up and setting the table for a thrilling shoot-down. Welcome to the Competition Archery Media Broadcast.
We're out here on a wide open hillside next to the river, and I promise you the wind will be a factor today.
The northern Alabama wind was gusty and swirling by the time Competition Archery Media turned on its cameras for the main event Saturday evening.
She's holding so good.
Yep.
Good 10.
Go for the 10. Why not?
4-7.
The first 2 shoot-downs went as expected, with Sharon Wallace cruising to victory in Women's Pro.
I really came in this weekend with a completely different game plan because I was tired of shooting low 8s, low 5s. I shot a lot of uppers, a lot of lowers, and if the upper was blocked, then I could shoot at the lower, so I became very versatile for this tournament, and it really helped me a lot.
Oh, did he get another one? Oh. No, he did get it. Wow.
When he's shooting like that, there's nothing you can do.
And Gillingham smashing 4 of 5 bonus rings to win the Senior Pro shoot-down by 26 points.
Just getting the yardage right to start with. It's momentum. I've always said the game is about momentum for me personally. I mean, I have to develop that positive energy that just seems to feed on itself. Seems like when you judge yardage good, you start judging it better. You judge it bad, you start judging it worse, you know.
Yeah.
So
that's Mr. McCarthy.
And we want to emphasize, again, he is going for 7 in a row.
Mm-hmm.
When the Open Pro guys took the field, things got interesting. Leader Dan McCarthy was riding a 6-tournament winning streak that many believe is unmatched in ASA history. A 7th would further his legend.
So focused.
Center, dead center.
But Joseph Goza threatened to spoil the party with a 14 on the 5th arrow that gave him a 2-point lead over McCarthy ahead of the 6th and final shot.
Dan's been in this position so many times, I just feel like he's got to shoot the 14 here.
Yeah.
He's not protecting the podium. He's trying to win.
On that last shot, McCarthy crushed the 14 on the Wolf, forcing Goza to match him to take the win.
Oh, he got it. Smoked it.
Goza's shot was just low, and McCarthy collected his incredible 7th win in a row.
I love that guy. He's the best guy I've ever met. As far as the heart goes, he's truly as honest and good of a person as you could be. I'm not going to give a tournament away, and I'm going to try to win it to the end. But I hate it. I was honestly pulling for him there at the end, hoping he'd do it because he's just awesome.
The known pro shootdown quickly blew up with bonus rings hit and missed in the early rounds. Ahead of the 6th and final arrow, the race for first was neck and neck between the leader Dane Johnson and Justin Hanna, who was just 2 points back. A 14 by Stefan Hansen launched him into contention,
Boom.
Got it.
forcing Hanna to shoot at the same ring. His arrow was just a bit low for an 8, meaning Johnson only had to hit a 10 to take his 2nd ever win in the known pro class.
Boom, right in the middle.
Yep.
He did that, got a big hug from his dad, and before he could talk to the cam commentators, his mom was calling on the phone with congratulations from home.
Honestly, coming into this weekend, I didn't have the confidence, especially through like the first 10 targets. I just needed to trust my process. I've been here before. Once I started trusting my shot, everything just started falling through its place.
Amateurs hit the chilly ranges Sunday morning to finish out their rounds and then gathered for the podium celebrations. It was a good weekend for many, including all-world archer Paige Pierce, who said she finally felt like an ASA competitor as she shot a stellar 50 up for the weekend to take her 2nd win in a row in women's known 50. For others, there were lessons learned and game plans set for things that need to be worked on before we all get together again in a month. Camp Minden near Shreveport, Louisiana will be the site of the Easton Hoyt Pro-Am, and we can't wait to see what's in store.